Good morning, future OTs. Oop, I'm very close to the camera. Friday, second week of placement in a pediatric clinic.
Be able to do that, and if you don't have like a growth.
Good morning, future OTs. It's Talia and welcome back to my channel. So currently I'm in my final week of my final year of occupational therapy, so I'm starting to vlog today for you guys. But I thought in the meantime, because I've been kind of away the past few weeks because they've been quite hectic with all our projects coming to an end and getting everything ready for my research report, I thought in the meantime I would share part of our social change project, which is around sleeping habits of university students. So I'm going to share just a quick video, or it's not quick, so I'm just going to share a video that I made that just has a few tips about how to get to sleep at night if you have racing thoughts, because I thought it might be of some use to some of my subscribers. So here's that video. Hi everyone, I'm Talia and I'm part of the Study Hard, Sleep Hard project. Before you watch this video, make sure you've checked out this video right here and do the 1-minute survey afterwards, just asking you what you thought of the video. That'll help our project out a whole lot. Alright, so if you're still watching this video, I've assumed you've already watched that video and filled out that survey. Thank you so much. Alright, on to tonight's tips. So if you know me, you know my brain is always on, always thinking. Even when I'm trying to get to sleep at night, I find it really hard to fall asleep and it can take me many hours. I've even had a sleep study, which was the worst sleep of my life. Honestly, I think it's just I find it hard to turn off my brain and relax at nighttime. So this has been something that I've been dealing with for a while now. So I've tried and found a lot of different strategies that work well for me and that I think might be helpful for you. I really think it's about finding what works for you. So give a few of these strategies a try if you haven't already, and let us know down below if they worked. So firstly, usually my thoughts, and maybe your thoughts, are to do with stress, work, academics, things you have to do the next day. Don't forget this, don't do this. Sometimes they just keep going and they're nothing useful. Sometimes you have a song stuck in your head. So here are a few strategies to help you out if you're like me. Please, someone else, please. Okay, so my first one is I try and keep my studying at my desk. This way, when I'm in bed, I'm not associating studying and all that type of thinking with my bed. I'm definitely still guilty of doing some tasks on my computer in bed, but when I know I'm going to be working for a long stretch of time, perhaps on my research report, I really make the effort to sit at my desk and do that. That's also ergonomically better. And even better if you can create a study space outside of your bedroom, so you're not associating your bedroom at all with academic stress or work stress. You're kind of leaving it in a different room, perhaps in a different building. That would be amazing. Number 2, and I think Shantae touched on this in last night's video, write down what's freaking you out. So I'm a big to-do list maker. Actually, I have a million of these sitting next to my bed and already filled up with just to-do lists. So I find this just can help to get all those things out on the page, especially if you're worrying about things, especially if you're worrying about forgetting something. So, oh no, I can't go to sleep, I'm gonna forget this. Write it down, then you know it's right there, and when you wake up you don't have to worry about remembering it because it's right in that book. So perhaps keeping a notebook next to your bed so you can quickly write something down if it pops up. I've even heard a tutor recently say she likes to email herself any to-do list she has, so then when she gets to work the next day it's there in her inbox. Or you can pull a Lorelei Gilmore and call yourself and leave yourself a million messages on the phone. So a recent study actually found that people who wrote out to-do lists for the future fell asleep 9 minutes faster, and that was compared to people who wrote out a list of things they've accomplished for the day. The longer and the more detailed the participants' lists were, the faster and the deeper they fell asleep. So why not give it a try tonight? Distract yourself with meaningless lists. Now this might sound strange, but instead of ruminating in your mind on lists, what should I be doing tomorrow, because you've now left that in your to-do list book, you can try making meaningless lists. This might be if you could invite anyone to a party, celebrities, historical people, who would it be? If you could fly anywhere on your private jet, where would it be? If you were to have a concert, who would be in your lineup? So making those kind of meaningless lists. If one of those actually comes true in the future, you're prepared. I'm just filming a video for our project. If you hear me talking to myself. I have a friend. It's called a camera. You can also try a book. However, try and make sure it's nothing too exciting. And this also goes for podcasts and audiobooks. These can be good alternatives if you don't want to turn on the lights or have blue light in your face at night. So the rules are the same for podcasts and audiobooks as for books. Find a topic that's not too exciting or upsetting. I don't know what number we're up to, maybe 5. Of course, relaxing music and ambient sounds. There are heaps of YouTube videos as well as apps that are dedicated to playing ambient sounds, and you can kind of mix and match different sounds you like, such as city sounds, birds, rain, different types of rain. They get really detailed, so you can mess around and see what works for you. Another thing to check out on YouTube or in an app is guided meditation. Again, with meditation, the idea is to focus on your thoughts or your breathing or something other than what's worrying you. I also use visualization, so this might be something else you could try. It can be a really powerful technique to help you unwind and relax. So instead of focusing on images that make you anxious, maybe it's going into that exam room, try creating images that make you more calm and relaxed. Perhaps it's creating the ultimate holiday destination for you. Maybe you're in the rainforest, whatever makes you feel most calm and relaxed. And then this can be almost a safe place that you can turn to when you're falling asleep or in other situations when you feel you need to calm and relax yourself. Another way to quiet your thoughts can be through some simple breathing exercises. Now, you've probably had this one before, but they can be pretty effective for people and relatively simple to do. Counting your breaths not only calms your nervous system, but also gives your brain something else to focus on rather than these worrying thoughts. It can be something as simple as inhale for 4, exhale for 4, all through your nose, and repeat. Something else that works for me is doing exercise before bed. Now, this can just be light exercise for maybe 5-10 minutes, but it can also be a nice anxiety and stress management technique as well. The time of day you exercise is pretty individual to you, but personally I prefer to exercise at night, as I do find that helps me fall asleep slightly faster. And lastly, following from Shantae's video yesterday, make sure you're creating those transition activities. So setting aside time before bed to not think about work. So using tasks that you're going to associate with bedtime. It might be a skincare regime, it might be writing your nightly to-do list, your gratitude list, having a hot bath. So start creating rituals that you can associate with a good night's sleep. So I know I've given you a bunch of strategies, so just an overview. Try and create your study space outside of your bedroom if you can. Try and keep your work to your desk, if not outside of your bedroom. Make a to-do list of everything that's going on in your head. Try and write it down and get it out of your mind. Make meaningless lists. Focus on those when you're going to sleep. Who am I inviting? Where am I going? Where am I going with this? Listen to a podcast, an audiobook, or read a book. But remember, nothing too exciting or upsetting. Relaxing music, sounds, guided meditation, visualization, light exercise, breathing. Breathing. You could try breathing or some simple breathing exercises, and start creating these transition rituals for bedtime.